Check it. All right, we got a quick update for you, short, sweet, and to the point, but listen, you want to understand and hear this information. We're going to be looking at the technicals, fundamentals for AMC, GME. I'm going to focus on AMC in this video. We're also covering SPY and Bitcoin. This video is a little bit different than your normal update, but let's not waste any more time. Hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, fam, what's up? You are back for another video. So this video is going to be way different than your normal video. I'm going to be looking at AMC and explaining some things going on. I know people are freaking out. I literally said AMC would be going down in my last video. And of course, I addressed it in my short videos. I'm not going to go over it again on why I haven't been online and what's going on. Also, I'm trying to take things to the next level and get a new setup, get a more professional setup, everything sounding better, where I can stand, you guys can see me better, and much, much more. So there's big things coming for the channel. Like and subscribe if you want to stay tuned in. Now, AMC, I told you guys, would get a bounce around $4.40. You can see we came down to $4.36, so I was a few cents off from that. You can see here in after hours, we're already starting to get a bounce. We went way outside the bands. RSI is extremely oversold on the 4-hour time frame, and on these smaller time frames, RSI is getting to that oversold territory. It was in that oversold territory. Even on the daily time frame, RSI is oversold, and we are outside the bands. This is where smart buyers will step in. Unless we lose $4, you have nothing to worry about on AMC. And in fact, I expected a dip to the downside before a pullback to the upside. So I expected before we see any type of major move to the upside out of this accumulation range that we might have a significant pull back. Now, we do have lots of levels of support around here. I really don't expect much more downside, maybe 425 possibly, but I don't think we're going to be going that low in my personal opinion. What I think is going to be happening tomorrow is we're actually going to start getting this bounce, and that's why you see AMC up here in after hours right now pushing back to the upside, because I knew once we got to around that 440 liquidity zone, you're going to see a nice move, and you can see that that's happening right now in after hours, and I believe this will continue tomorrow. I told y'all we would not be going much lower than $4.40. I was literally only 4 cents off, okay? So lock in if you want to know what's going to happen before it happens. Now, I know people are upset. They're disappointed. They're in the comments. They're letting me know. And you know what? That's all fine. I'm not going to sit here and get into all of that now. If people want to whine about their investments, that's one thing. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing I say here is financial advice or to be taken as financial advice, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I am just some guy on YouTube. Another thing we want to look for is cost to borrow on AMC. You can see that AMC's cost to borrow has been going down. This is one of the reasons why we've seen price go down. You can see this overall downtrend in cost to borrow. You can see this overall downtrend in price for AMC stocks. So the price has been trending down and the cost to borrow has been trending down. There's a reason why cost to borrow is directly tied to price when it comes to these meme stocks, because meme stocks are all about liquidity, okay? I believe that we're actually going to see cost to borrow start to bottom here soon. You can see that there's a lot of volume in the shorting. This white candle right here is volume. They just did a lot of shorting, meaning they got a bunch of shares. They have right now 2.1 million short shares at time of recording. This could change as early as tomorrow. I think that what we're going to see is AMC start to recover possibly here tomorrow, and I believe that we're going to see cost to borrow go up because they are getting more and more shares, which will help drive cost to borrow to the upside. Now, if we can also see price start to increase, that will help drive cost to borrow to the upside as well. So if we start to get that bounce, you're most likely going to see cost to borrow bounce as well, and that's going to be signs of bullishness for AMC. So I want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on. We just hit my target, missed my target by about 4 cents, and I think we're actually going to get a bounce, like I said in yesterday's video. Make sure you watch each and every video, because you would have known what was going to happen today, that we would be reaching these low ranges if you watch that video. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC. What we could expect tomorrow is probably going to see a little bit of excitement here in the AM, maybe a pullback, then pushing to the upside. But I believe we'll come down, retest some of these lower ranges, and then bounce back to the upside and possibly even see a green day of recovery tomorrow. If we can break above the levels of 447 and use that level of support, that's going to confirm that we are potentially recovering and moving back towards that key range of 472. We also have this gap fill up here as well. That gap did not get filled, so we still have that gap fill up there as well. So I'm expecting price to return back to the upside in my personal opinion, okay? We're way oversold. This is where buyers are going to be stepping in. I believe that someone is still accumulating. We are still in the overall accumulation range. You can see that we've dropped as low as $4 here before, and we dropped as low as $4.13 here as well. As long as we do not lose $4, there's nothing to worry about. That's why I'm literally chilling and not concerned about AMC stock. I warned about this downside, and I warned about where the possible bottom would be, and you can see that that's possibly forming right now as we get a nice push up into the close of after hours. So that's what we're looking at for AMC stock. Again, I'm still very, very bullish. If you go ahead and zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out, you can see that the bands are extremely, extremely tight. So a move is definitely coming here for AMC stock, okay? We still have this green buy signal on the weekly trend. We still have green MACD. We still have green monthly MACD. The bands are extremely tight. We also have this gap fill here on the weekly time frame, and that gap is definitely going to get filled. Gap fills on the weekly time frame are huge. So there's a ton of things saying AMC is going to bounce back to the upside in a big way and start to rip. I expected a pullback before the bounce. You can even see this in the VW short squeeze, okay? So VW short squeeze, or before mostly any type of rally, you normally see a pullback before you see that move, okay? You see a drop to the downside to fake people out, and then it rips to the upside. This is what I was expecting for AMC. You can see it happened with Volkswagen. It rallied up, then dropped down, and then ripped to the upside. You can also see that with other stocks as well. Sometimes they consolidate, drop down, and then rip to the upside. It's called a spring. That's what it's for. You come down, you grab the liquidity, like I was saying, what they would do, come down, get the liquidity from those buy orders, and then we'll get a spring back to the upside. I believe we're going to see a pump back to the upside. This falling wedge is also still in play. We've seen this before where falling wedges slightly break down at the end before ripping back to the upside. I believe AMC is going to get a decent bounce and move back to the upside in my personal opinion. I believe that people are tripping for nothing. You need to literally just relax and trust the process. I know some people are thinking that the economy is good, but I believe we're moving in a recessionary period. And once these things start to happen, it's really going to start help squeezing the shorts, especially once we start to get the expected market pullback, or I should say, if we get the expected market pullback that I'm looking for. Now, I'm going to briefly cover GameStop and SPY and then just wrap up this video. So you can see that we have the Bollinger Bands tight here for GameStop on the weekly time frame. GameStop has these two green candles. GameStop's been holding key levels. GameStop's going to help us get our momentum back, and this is also what's telling me that we're also potentially about to see a rally on the meme stocks after AMC gets its recovery and moves back up. And if GameStop starts to rip, that's going to help AMC recover in a big way. GameStop still has this overall gap fill here on the daily time frame. This gap has not been filled, so AMC and GameStop have gaps on the daily and weekly time frame. That is extremely bullish for more upside. Those are gaps to the upside. I believe that GameStop is going to continue to the upside. Right now it's consolidating. Right now you have this push up consolidation. I believe that's going to lead to another move to the upside as long as we hold the key levels of 2204, and if we can try to get back above 2254, that's going to be very, very bullish for more continuation to the upside here for GME stock. We still have a little bit of bearish divergence, but it might correct if we can consolidate. You can see that price has been trending up while RSI is trending down. If we can consolidate, we can fix that divergence and move to the upside. So I'm glad that GameStop is consolidating, making higher lows, and I believe it's going to continue with this bullish momentum. If we go ahead and put the alligator on, you can see that the alligator is showing you that we are in an overall uptrend and we still have momentum to the upside. We are getting some bearish MACD, but that could be due to the consolidation. As long as we hold those key levels of as low as 2150, that was the lowest I would like to see it go. As long as we hold that, or 2204, we're going to see a push back to the upside for GME stock. Now, SPY is tracking. I'm expecting SPY to push up as high as 472, 473, maybe even 475. I think SPY is going to make one more move to the upside before the overall pullback that I am looking for, okay? NASDAQ has this gap to get filled. NASDAQ has still not filled this gap. It's basically tracking with the predictions that I had from yesterday's video. You can see that it's moving to the upside and then having a pullback. I believe this is going to take the overall market with it, pulling it to the upside and then having a pullback in my personal opinion. As far as what's coming up, we do have some data drops coming here. Again, so we want to watch for this here. Tomorrow, you have Fed Chair Powell's speech and GDP. This is going to be huge. This could either pump the market to the upside huge, or send it crashing back down. And then Friday, we also have a huge data drop as well. I will be trying to stream tomorrow. I'm not making any promises depending on how the weather is and what's going on, but I will be trying to stream tomorrow, giving you guys the predictions and updates. But make sure you watch these videos. That way you can understand what's happening. We still have that bearish divergence, which will play out here for SPY. RSI clearly trending down while price trending up. Price can continue to trend up, then start flattening out, and then drop down where that bearish divergence will play out. And I believe this is what we're seeing right now. Price is slowly starting to flatten out, but I believe it will go higher before pulling back, and then that's going to lead into a steeper correction in my personal opinion, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. So this is what I'm looking at for SPY and AMC GME, the overall stock market. Bitcoin, short, sweet, and to the point, still in the overall accumulation range. Still very, very bullish on BTC. I have this new pattern here that I think it's going to follow. You can see so far it is tracking with this new pattern. I believe we're going to push to the upside here towards these higher ranges of like 65.6K, then potentially pull back, getting one more dip and then pump to the upside. But I believe that Bitcoin is actually about to see a significant move to the upside, breaking out of this overall bull flag structure. If you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate each and every one of you for real for watching the videos, especially the DZ fam, the ones that support me and show love in the comments. Truly appreciate it. With you guys behind me, I literally cannot lose, and I truly mean that. So as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, and make sure you stay tuned. Things are going to get better than ever. We're going to get the new setup, and when I come back, we're going to take this thing to the next level. So let's go ahead and get ready to lock in. Things are going to get crazy. You know, just stay on the path and trust the process, man. That's all I can say. Stay safe, y'all. Peace. All right, y'all, if you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. I truly appreciate y'all for watching this, and I truly appreciate the DZ fam. With you guys behind me, I cannot lose. If you watch the end of the video, man, thank you. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.